3, 2, 1. Whoosh. Oh my God, that's cold. Welcome back to You Betcha Radio Podcast, the coldest podcast in all the Midwest. I'm Miles, the You Betcha guy, here with my two buddies, Jerrod and Tyler. Ryan is gone.
Surprise the audio only people. You totally thought that was Ryan making that noise.
Yes, and there's we had a Patreon question about which squad we liked best. There was some Ryan hate in there.
A little bit. There was one nice Ryan one.
There's a couple of people who are going to be pretty happy that Ryan's gone. I personally am sad that Ryan's gone.
Me too.
But here we are, folks. We are live. We are presented by Ice Mountain, and we're feeling good today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got a fresh new Ice Mountain sign behind you, Jerrod.
I know. It's nice. All right, wrong way. Yeah, it's cool.
There you go. I actually think
It's
it
nice.
looks kind of sweet. So
We had to do some jerry rigging on it to get it. The lights were very bright.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just plug it in halfway.
Pretty much.
Yeah. There's tape involved. So.
Oh God. Okay. Well, looks good. We might have to get another one for our bar.
Oh.
Remind people to hydrate just to make sure that, mix in the water.
Yep.
Right.
Well, okay. So before this podcast, we were doing our little chit chat with each other, and Jerrod revealed that one, he's going to have a huge year.
Yes.
Like if we were going to say the year, like the Chinese calendar, right? It's the year of the rat or the year of the chicken.
Yeah.
For the You Betcha Radio podcast, this is the year of the Jerrod.
You're the glass man.
Yeah.
And it starts off with, did he already take his trip to Florida?
Yeah.
I
Just
did.
got back.
Just got back from Florida, just vacay mode. The guy's taken like 4 vacations the whole time he's worked here. He's already taken one. He's probably got more planned. You said that you got a mini treadmill for your apartment, so when you're watching TV, you can walk while you're doing
Yeah,
it.
a whopping 1.2 miles per hour.
Yeah, well,
yeah. Hey,
as
better
long
than
as you're
nothing.
moving,
Yeah.
And he's going to be unrecognizable.
New
at the
bed,
end.
full night's sleep
Yep.
every night.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely huge things coming out of the camp of Jerrod this year. And then he told us that there's something else he plans to do this year, but he didn't know if he wanted to reveal it to us. So naturally we said, you're going to reveal it live on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
And so Jerrod, what is this mysterious activity you're going to be doing in 2024?
Well, I'm glad you're sitting down because
Oh man, I'm kind of nervous.
I signed up for a half marathon.
Oh
Hell yeah, Jerrod.
my God.
Let's go.
Why not a full marathon,
I
Jerrod?
can't do it yet.
Why not?
I just can't. I got to see how this half goes. And then,
What's the difference between running 13.1 and 26.2?
13.1.
Yeah. I just don't want to. I think there's a big chance for me walking it at some point, and my goal is to at least jog have at least a little bit of a jog going.
So that's why you got the
Yeah.
treadmill.
Yep.
Yeah, it's part of it for sure.
I couldn't be less on board with a half marathon. If the word marathon, they should have a completely different name for it, and then maybe I would feel better.
How many kilometers
Right?
is that?
They call it a 5K. It isn't like they
a
don't
3.2.
Yeah, they don't call it a 3. They don't call it a what's 26.2 divided by 3.2, whatever
Yeah.
fraction that is marathon.
Mhm.
They just call it a 5K.
Yeah.
They
so,
should just call it something else.
so it's roughly, I think a 10K is 6 and some change. So they should just call it a 20K.
yeah, something like that, and it would make me feel better. Mental gymnastics here, but why? I mean, if you're gonna do half, why not just do the whole?
Like I said, I don't want to be walking it all, and I think I have a better chance.
So how long do you think it's gonna take to run a half marathon, Jerrod?
Probably a little over 2 hours.
So why not go for 5 hours?
Chafing is probably the biggest part.
Band-aids on your nipples.
Right.
Yeah. Are you prepared for the chafing that's going to happen?
Currently not really. I got to run with my shirt off or something like that.
I mean,
And
you
compression shorts help too with the other chafing.
When is this half marathon?
June 1st.
Is it the local one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go and cheer him on.
I'm not.
I'll be there, Jerrod.
I would never cheer for a half marathon. Marathon, I'd maybe be there with the tinfoil blanket at the end, you know?
It's like hot as shit out. You put the blanket around it. Yeah.
Get the fuck off me.
Yeah.
But
You got it in you. Perfect year for it too.
Well, yeah, it's only half of what normal people do.
Yeah, well, I think it's a good year for it, Jerrod. There's no snow already, so you can already start training outside.
Yeah, the furthest I've ran on the treadmill is like 4 miles in 1 hour. So I got some work to do.
Yeah, that pace.
It's not good.
Jerrod.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not good.
So if I had to guess, you were probably going 4 miles an hour.
I think the math adds up. It was something like that. Yeah. 4 miles per hour.
Time out. You're going 4 miles an hour. I can walk on a treadmill at 4 miles an hour.
But if you move your arms, it's jogging.
You gotta bump. You gotta be at least going 6.
Oh no, I would be dead. I mean, eventually I probably can, but I can't do it right now.
Well, if you want to do it in 2 hours, you're gonna have to go at least 6 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm thinking to be like 2 hours 10 minutes, 2 hours 15 minutes. It'll take me.
So is that your goal? What's your goal?
Probably like 2 hours 10 minutes, around there.
So you're gonna have to do like a 5.8.
Yeah.
So it's
whole way.
almost 6.
Yeah, I know I got a lot of work to do.
Do you have like a training regimen?
Not really, no.
There's a lot of good ones online.
So what? Okay. I'm going to lay out how I think it may go. You're going to be gung-ho about this to start. And then you're going to fall off when springtime comes around.
Yep.
And then you come up to June 1st. Let's say it's May 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
What has to happen for you to drop out of this thing? Like, is it that you just haven't been training? Would you drop out? Or are you doing this regardless if you're training or not?
I think I'll do it regardless. Because I think I'll have the mental space like, okay, I can just walk it if I get tired.
Because it costs quite a bit of money, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's about $80.
Oh, I thought it was
Well,
way
that's not
more.
so bad. That's like one CrossFit class.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
And you get one of those cool like drawstring bags or whatever.
Yeah.
I have a Fargo Marathon drawstring bag that I got at the Lost and Found at Planet Fitness.
Stolen Valor.
Stolen Valor to
Yeah.
the max.
Yeah. Well, Jerrod, whatever I can do to convince you to just do the full. Otherwise, why are we even doing it? You know?
Yeah.
I think you should do a super marathon.
What's that one?
2 marathons back to back.
Nope, not doing that.
All right.
We'll see how the half goes.
Well, good. I mean, you're the Jerrod.
Yep.
That's what this year is. So I guess I can sit here and cast stones at your half marathon, but it's your year. So I guess I will have to just accept the fate.
Can you wish me luck or anything, or break
I don't know.
No.
Because it's not about luck. You don't have to be lucky when you're running a marathon.
That's true.
Right.
The only way you can really get lucky is if you're trying to win and like someone else trips.
Or like the weather is good,
yeah.
but then the weather's good for everybody. So there's no real luck involved with running.
If I won the half marathon, that would be something.
I will then, if you win, I will then concede and say that I love half marathons.
You'd be like, hand up, I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm wrong. You can wear that medal every podcast.
Jerrod, just remember that the man who loves running will run further than the man who loves the destination.
Just love to run, Jerrod.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get addicted to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get you a shirt that says, I love running.
I love running.
Jerrod, start shooting yourself up with nicotine every time you run so you genuinely get addicted to it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do something addictive.
Put a nicotine patch on every time you go for a jog.
Or they say sugar is like the most addictive thing you can do, so I could just eat a bunch of cookies before I run.
Yeah.
And then get addicted to running.
Yeah. Kind of
Yep.
like a side cart addiction.
Right.
Yeah.
Sidecar.
I
Or eat a
like
bunch
that.
of ice cream before.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to get done in 2024? Even though we should have done all of this at the resolution.
Jerrod had no resolutions when we did the resolutions episode.
No, I had the riddle.
Oh yeah. But you already did that.
I think I got one more, I guess. I forgot to say this. I want to dab somebody up perfectly. I suck at dabbing people up.
Me and Ann do that once in a while. As weird as that is, me and Ann will dap each other up.
I try to dap Beck up all the time and she tells me to stop.
No, and sometimes we'll do like 3 in a row to try and get a good sounding one.
Yeah, I want to get a good one. And then like I always encounter like the awkward interaction. Like, are you going for a handshake, a fist bump, a dab, or a hug? Like
My rule is if the hand is above the chest, like above your nipple, it's a dap.
Okay.
Yeah, below
Yeah.
waist level handshake, close fist obviously is
Yeah.
fist bump.
Mm-hmm. What I don't know what to do is the initial dap's great, right? And then you pull out your hands, grab. Then what? Are you going for a shake? What else are you doing?
You definitely don't go for a
No,
shake.
I've had people do that. Like the other day, there was a couple guys here. I dapped one of them up, and then we finished the dap, and I thought it was done, and then he tried to shake my hand after.
Or shake your hand.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
So I try to figure that out. If I can do one correctly.
But the thing is, Jerrod, is you don't like touching people. You're gonna have to touch a good amount of people.
Mhm.
It's about volume in the perfect dap game.
I know.
Dap game. Dap.
It's
Dap.
Yeah.
Dab. And I'm a hand sweater too, so that's another bugaboo.
You're gonna have to do a lot of wiping on the hand thing and then doing it.
I need like a quarterback towel.
Just tell every person that you dap up that you just wash your hands.
Just wear gloves
Just wear gloves.
all day.
Be the weird leather glove guy.
Yeah.
Use my driving gloves.
Mhm.
Forgot to take them off.
What's that guy's deal? I don't know.
Yeah.
He's in search for the perfect dap.
Yeah.
He doesn't even take them off to use the touchpad on his computer.
Well, Jerrod, I would say good luck, but I already said I'm not going to. So, do it. Just do it, Jerrod.
You just come up with that?
Yeah, I did. So, the year of the Jerrod, folks.
Mhm. It's
Big
happening.
year for you.
Yep.
Tyler, you know what else I'm weirdly attached to?
What, Miles?
Every single bottle of Ice
Mm.
Mountain that I have.
You know, I said that I'm weirdly attached to things I create with my own two hands. I've made an Ice Mountain chain
I see that.
out
It
of
looks
the bottle caps of all my Ice
an
Mountains.
Ice Mountain lay,
Yeah.
one would say.
Feels pretty
But
good.
you know how I'm telling the truth? Is if you look at my station here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There's 16. There's one on the floor under the table.
I have 16 bottles of Ice Mountain surrounding me, and it's because I just get attached to them. I can't get rid of them. And Tyler's got his own stash.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, buyer beware. You're going to love this product so much you're going to get attached to it. You're not going to want to get rid of it.
Jerrod,
But-
how many you got in there? Well, there's 31 total in here. Oh,
3.
32, 35.
Oh, my
Thir-
God.
So 38 bottles in here currently.
And I know that we probably should recycle them.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, we're going to have to. But don't tell us that we have to get rid of them, because then we're not going to want to. So on our own time, because it says here that it's 100% recyclable,
Mhm.
we'll recycle these bad boys. Just let us do it on our own time.
Oh,
If you think
100%.
about it like that, we're not even getting rid of it. We're just giving it back for a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to get another one
Yeah.
for sure.
It'll
Never paid it
recycle
forward.
its way back into our hands.
Mm-hmm. We're paying it forward, kind of.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, guys, that I guess I never really read that on the label fully.
Yeah.
That this bottle is from recycled plastic.
Yeah.
It's not that you recycle this. It's already recycled.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that.
Circle life.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Another reason to drink Ice Mountain. I feel even better. I feel even more attached to this bottle now. Well, speaking of Jerrod, what are we talking about today?
Things men are weirdly attached to.
Things men are weirdly attached to. I am weirdly attached to like 3 shirts that are disgusting in my closet that I'll never get rid of. I mean, it's got stains on it. The armpits are gross. It's fraying. It's no longer the same color that it was.
Mm-hmm.
But that is what I love about it.
But you can't even read that. If there's text on it, it's cracked and you can't even read
It's
it.
faded.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all sorts of a mess. But those are the softest, nicest t-shirts in my mind I have in my closet. And the amount of time Ann goes, we got to get rid of this shirt. And at first I was like, I'm not. And then it would be this whole thing, right? So now it's like, oh yeah, no, I'll do it. I just not right now. And I
Yeah.
just keep saying that, and I'll do that forever.
Yeah. And it's like an old like basketball camp t-shirt or something.
Yeah.
A couple holes in it.
Yeah. Or like I remember my dad had a shirt like this, and I always thought as well when I was younger, I'm like, God, that shirt is just tattered. Why does he still have it? And now that I am 30 years old, I now get why my dad never threw that shirt away. He probably still owns it.
It's like weird as us as men don't get emotional about a lot of stuff. But if someone threw out my shirt that's like that, I would be wrecked. I would be so upset.
Start throwing hands.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, well, because to get another shirt like that is going to take years and years of work. Years of overwashing and over drying and over wearing of it. It's just at that point, it's like, what are we even living for anymore?
It's a good shirt.
You know, it's like, what's the point?
And it's like not shrunken anymore from the cotton. It's like in a perfect spot.
Yep.
Also, this is a very meta thing that just happened. You see that fly on the table?
Yeah, it's been
flying around. And as I said that, like, basically you might as well give up at that point. It's now just landed on the table and it's laying on its back dying.
Are we about to watch its soul leave its body? It's not moving.
Yeah.
It's just died.
As I said, oh, there it goes. As I said that what's there to live for anymore? The fly said the same thing and laid on its back.
Jerrod is zooming in on the fly.
Look at that. I mean, what is more poetic than this fly? And the question is, do I put it out of its misery? I don't know. What's the right thing to do here? But yeah, it's been flying around. And then at that moment, it decided to. Very poetic, Jerrod. Very poetic.
I don't know what you should do.
I don't know what I should do either.
You know what it probably is? There's probably like sticky old beer on there. And it's
You
like
just can't
stuck
get
to
up.
it. Yeah.
It's not dying at all.
Wake up.
Maybe he's got to flip over. Whatever. I just thought that was very poetic. So, Tyler, what about you?
So I'm weirdly attached to anything that I make with my own two hands. Like all this.
Do you have an example?
Yeah, one that's really bad that I should have gotten rid of years ago, but I will never. I made this weird clock I made a box clock basically. So it's just a wooden box, top lifts off and you can keep shit in there. And then there's a clock on it. It's dumb. I made it when I was in 9th grade and it went from my high school room to my dorm room to my college house and now to the house with my family.
I also have said thing, Tyler.
Yeah.
Mine was a hut that I made in pottery class.
Pottery too?
You have some trauma with pottery.
So the thing is it's clearly is not a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a vase because I was not allowed on the potter's wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go for the second rate of building boxes. Mm-hmm. And it's a square or a rectangular hut. And then the top of it, I like put lines on it to make it look like straw.
The fly came back to life.
See, we spoke it back into existence.
Mm-hmm.
So I still have it. I'm never going to use it, but it feels wrong to throw it away.
It absolutely. And the stuff that you put in it is just the also most random shit that you should have gotten rid of years ago. Like I have a couple. The only thing in mine right now is an old bandana. I don't wear fucking bandanas, but it's folded. So you wear it like you would when you were a junior in high school.
That's terrible.
And then some coasters with Game of Thrones characters on them.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get rid of that.
No, I can't. And it's just I don't know why, but it has a soft spot in my heart. It'll never go anywhere.
You make a lot of stuff, though.
I do. So I even get weirdly attached to like the stuff I make for other people. It's like almost like, well, I really like this one. I could put this one up in my house.
Made with my bare hands.
Yeah, but I give it away anyway.
Have you found that anyone else has gotten rid of stuff you've given them?
No, I'm sure they have, but no one is. I've never outed anyone doing it yet.
You just don't even want to know, do
No,
you?
I definitely don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like the same thing. I mean, even just like in my current house, if I ever leave my current house, I'm not going to feel bad necessarily about the house, but me and my dad and stuff, like we did a lot of like the landscaping and the patio in the back. That's good. The thing that I'm attached to because I actually did that.
So like when you move, you'll for sure be grabbing like your favorite landscaping rock and bringing it to the next place.
Yeah, one of the paver stones that I laid down, just take the whole brick with me.
Right. I remember this brick.
You got to bring the house numbers with you.
Yeah,
soft
I
spot.
do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I get it. Jerrod, what about you?
I would say mine would be like keeping receipts for way too long. Like I have like gas receipts and I always keep them, and I don't know why. I just feel like I need to have the proof in case I get caught, or it's
Caught doing what?
like I don't know, like an alibi type thing or something like that. So like it's like an unnecessary amount of time. Even like a food receipt, I'll just keep forever.
Yeah, I did that early on when we started this business. I was like, oh, you're supposed to keep your business receipts. And I had them all, and I had a big folder. And then my accountants found out that I was doing that, and they laughed at me. They're like, you don't have to do that anymore. And so they basically shamed me into not saving receipts anymore.
Well, I was told I had to save receipts when I got a company card. And
We do for that.
the accountants told me I don't have to do that anymore either.
Well, then fucking A.
You know, you could make a cool scrapbook out of them though too, like with their receipts.
Who's going to look through that?
I just
Also, I don't want to look back and see all the dumb shit I bought. You know?
Right, yeah.
like never once
You're
in my
on it.
life have I ever like maybe like a movie theater, they're out of tickets or some shit. You got to show the receipt, but I've never had saving the receipt has never helped me in any way.
Yeah, I think you're right. It hasn't really helped me either. It's just the thought of I need it for some reason. I don't know why. Plus, it's good scratch paper if you don't have anything to write anything down.
It's actually not though. It's terrible to write on.
Yeah, it's better to write it on my hand because it's, you know, the sweat.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you are right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I also get, I mean, kind of in the same, it's kind of all in the same vein. It's like I get weirdly attached to things that at the time I was doing it meant a lot to me, but it doesn't mean shit anymore. Right? Like let's just say I have old traveling basketball jerseys still in my basement.
You
know?
started that and I was thinking I have my old wrestling shoes.
Right? It's like at the time, it's the biggest deal. Like you
Yep.
love basketball, you love wrestling, you love all the whatever. And so then you're like, well, if I throw this away, then it seems like all of that was for nothing,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
And that's how you get the totes that your parents give you with all of your junk in it, how it never gets thrown away.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah. You're throwing all those memories away, you feel like. Plus
Yeah.
It's good material.
Right? Like I still have my Letterman jacket from high school.
Oh yeah.
I'll never look at it again.
Hey, what?
But it feels wrong to throw it out.
But what are we supposed to do with them?
Well, here's the thing. My mom always goes, it'll be fun for your kids to look at them someday.
Right.
For 2 seconds, and
Yeah.
then what?
That's it.
Yeah.
And then
I
back
will
in
have
the
to say,
box.
my dad one time found his old basketball uniform. And back in the day, the short shorts.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
did come out of his room in it one time when I was a kid. And it was skin tight and just disgusting looking. And that was funny.
Yeah.
You can see everything.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
Just
whoa.
traumatize your kids
Wait,
with
you
it.
wore this in public?
Hey, you ran around in this?
So like one gag joke in the future is kind of what you're.
Hold on to some for 20 years to get one chuckle out of your kids.
Yep,
Might
that's
be
what it's
worth
all
it,
for.
though.
Yeah.
Might be worth it.
I don't know. Maybe I should start wearing my Letterman again.
That'd be cool.
That would be sick.
Or we should have You Betcha Letterman jackets.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should.
after X amount of years, then you letter.
You earned your O today or this year.
Yeah.
It spells out You Betcha.
Get chevrons on the arm.
That would be absurd. And then but like you guys have to pay for it. So like this jacket, like getting everything sewn on and stuff, unless you're having your grandma do it,
Yeah.
is like it's like $1,000 jacket by the time you're done.
It doesn't really fit either.
Yeah. $1,000 jacket that you wear to show off to your coworkers or what?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you go to like family function. They're like, "Oh, what's that about?" And you're like, this pod reel that I edited got 1 million views."
I got my editing patch yesterday.
Yeah.
Grandma, you want to sew that on for me quick?
Yeah.
Imagine if they just had that in every profession. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, I got you're working construction. Like I got my CDL patch.
Yeah.
Forklift certified.
Yeah. That might actually
Yeah.
be a good one. Everyone's just got the envious forklift certified patch.
Look at this bad boy.
Super rare patch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or I cleaned the shop. I got this little patch.
Yeah.
Took the garbage out.
Oh, this one's a little bit kind of obscure and meta, but I get weirdly attached to anything my wife tells me I should throw away. Any of those shirts, scrap wood in the garage, anything that she deems not worthy of keeping, I immediately deem worthy of keeping.
Yeah, it's like it immediately ups the value as soon as your wife doesn't want something.
Right.
I 100% agree.
Like the broken basketball hoop that I put together in the garage that's duct taped to all hell, never getting rid of it because she wants it gone.
What if she said keep it? Would you want to throw it away then? Like the reverse of it?
I don't know. I mean, I'd be way more likely to throw it away. I wouldn't go out of my way to toss it. But if I was doing like my own audit of the garage and throwing stuff away and she didn't say anything, there's a way better chance I throw the shit she wants out.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a good rule of thumb for all wives out there. If you want your husband to do something, don't say anything and just play the waiting game. You will get it done.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be on your timetable, but if you try and make it on your timetable, it'll never happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great point, Tyler.
Just be kind of shitty about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm weirdly attached to this one Dorf on golf. I've showed you guys
Oh
that,
yeah,
right?
I've seen Dorf.
Yeah, I'm weirdly attached to that in the sense that when someone else watches it now and doesn't think it's funny, it offends me because I think it is so funny.
Do you have like the VHSs or do you use YouTube in it?
Now it's just YouTube, but my parents had a VHS. My grandparents had a VHS. Our grandparents are the ones that actually showed us that the first time.
Yep, my grandpa showed me too.
It's
absurd.
Top tier comedy. And I showed it to Ann. I showed it. It's basically like and it's probably because we watched it as kids, but all of our spouses, like, so my brothers and my cousin, like all of their spouses, we all watched together. Me and my brothers and my cousin were all laughing out loud and they didn't think it was funny at all.
And it pissed you guys off.
Yeah. We're like whatever, dude.
You just don't get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes that'll happen where it's like weirdly attached to that.
Yeah, it's like your friend measuring stick. If they laugh at it, they're more of a friend.
Yeah. Or if someone even knows about it, it's like we are instantly on the connection level here.
It's the Dorfin index.
Yeah. Like, honestly, it's amazing Ann and I even got married despite that fact. That was almost a red flag deal breaker, you know?
Right? Yeah, just hold that over her.
Yeah.
I think another one would be, I do have that personal water bottle like at my house that I'm weirdly attached to, and like I bring it into like every room of the house. I think most people do that.
Is it a bottle or a specific cup?
It's a bottle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's specific, so there's like the shitty like $1 plastic cups that have no branding on it at all.
The matte finish.
Yep. And they're kind of like opaque colors. Yep. Like a gray one, like a cream colored one. All that. Those are the only glasses I drink water out of.
I'm with you.
It's like if those cups are all in the dishwasher, it's like, I guess I'm not drinking water.
I'm gonna be dehydrated here.
I have the same set of cups and I have a set of plates. It's both. I don't eat off our glass plates. I only eat off of those plates, and they get all fucked up if there's anything you got to cut. So like the middle is all messed up.
Yeah, all sliced up.
But that's just what I'm gonna eat off of.
Yeah.
Because like I once brought home like 50 solo cups, like the red ones. I'm like, oh, these are awesome. I can just throw them away, drink them. And then Michaela's like, we can't have these around. We need to like use regular cups. She couldn't stand like the red solo cups being everywhere.
Just looks like you had a party every night.
We're not in college anymore, Jerrod, is I think what she meant.
And they are ugly, I guess, but I like them a lot.
No, to your specific water cup point, I have one, and it is the water bottle that the hospital gave Becca after she had our first kid. And it's the only thing they give you, that and the baby. And now it is my water
Well, they
bottle.
don't give you keep the baby. It's not like they're even giving you, so all you get is the water bottle.
Yeah, and it's my water bottle. She did all the work, but I got the water bottle, and that is mine now.
It's got like that accordion like straw.
Yep, the scrunchy straw.
Oh, yeah.
That you got to get your hands on one. So this is
I'll
what we did.
See if I can maybe snag one for Jerrod too.
We have 3 of them at the house now, and we only have 2 kids because round 2 we knew, and so Becca just set her water bottle down on the floor, and then when the nurse came in, we're like, "Hey, can we get another water bottle? I don't know what happened to the first one."
You
So
guys,
smuggled it in the
you
bag.
guys are scheming.
Yeah. So now we got 3.
Gonna
Thanks.
report you.
Thanks, Sanford.
Yeah. They're not gonna let you in.
Yeah, it's a fucking water bottle guy.
Mhm.
What if you went in for and they like just had your picture up everywhere?
Right.
Watch out for this guy.
Mhm.
Just put on a fake mustache.
Right.
That was like my
Leaving.
dad was weirdly attached to his coffee mug.
Yep.
And he was all pissed. It's like this is a classic old guy thing, right? It's like because he couldn't buy the cup that he loved, like another one of them, at the very specific place that he bought it, he thought they didn't exist in the world.
They don't make these anymore.
Like, they don't, yeah, like literally, they don't make these anymore. And it took me one Google search on eBay to find a plethora of these still in existence. And so I bought him one. But it's just a classic old guy think of like, hey, at this specific gas station,
Mhm.
I can't buy this specific cup anymore. They're gone.
Right.
I have to use this because it was like he had used it for 30 years and like the lid wouldn't seal anymore.
Oh my god.
So like you just take a drink and it would just spill. But he was still using it. So then he just had to use it without the lid on it. So then the coffee would get cold. You could just use a regular mug at that point.
Yeah, and then the mug's seasoned like it's a cast iron skillet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the old coffee in it.
So did you buy it in front of him or did you surprise him with it?
No, I surprised it with him.
Was he through the freaking moon?
Oh yeah.
Hell
But
yeah.
he tried to act cool about it.
I'm
you know?
sure.
Oh yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, I'll definitely use that.
He's just jumping for joy on the inside.
Not as good as my old one. The handle's a little different, but
Mhm. Yeah. It's not like the color that I necessarily wanted.
Right. It's not stained inside of it.
So yeah.
I mean, it's goes without saying, but I'm weirdly attached to a very specific football team and it affects my mood.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
stupid.
I shouldn't be so attached to the Vikings, but I am.
Yeah, I think sports in general.
Yeah. It's just a weird concept if you think about it. Like this certain group of grown men that I don't know play this game and it affects how I feel.
Yeah.
It's
I
fucked
think
up.
that's adulthood.
Yeah. I don't like it, but I love it.
I love it.
I think in the short term, I get weirdly attached to TV shows.
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
know that.
Make it your whole personality. I'm with you on this.
And then when it's over, it feels like someone threw out my favorite t-shirt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know? Like I felt that way when like Succession ended. I felt that way when Peaky Blinders and like all that. It's like it's done and it just feels like someone ripped out your heart.
Well, it's especially when it's like the long shows,
Mhm.
like Game of Thrones. Even though the last season sucked, it was still like, all right, well now
it's
what?
over.
Yeah, and Breaking Bad is a prime example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Dude, I like prevent that. Like I'll like not watch the last season or like the last episode.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Jerrod.
weird. Yeah, because of that emptiness after. I don't like.
so you just sit there with like a sense of longing that you'll never fulfill instead of the emptiness.
Well, it's like I was like eventually I'll come around to it, but I just never get back to it. And then by the time I watch it again, I don't remember what happened before that.
So you aren't, is it? Yeah, it's like,
Mm.
yep.
You're ghosting
Yeah.
yourself to cushion the blow.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Jared, you need closure. This is the year of Jared.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
if you date someone for 5 years and they think you're going to get married and then you break up with them, it's devastating. But if you guys date for a couple years, then you take a year off, then you date a couple years, take a year off, and then you date again,
And then move.
and then you break up.
Yeah.
It's like, I
It's
saw
like,
it
oh,
coming.
well, I mean, we gave it a valiant try this time again.
I just
Right.
wasted 10 years of my life, but it was worth it.
Yeah,
Good
but
try.
if it's 5 years in a row, it's devastating.
It's like it's better to run out of gas than to get in a car crash. That's kind of how it is. That's kind of what I do with TV shows. This is weird.
How many shows unestimated here would you say you have purposely not watched the ending?
I would say about 4 or 5.
Any notable ones?
Better Call Saul is one of them.
Oh,
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
arguably better than Breaking Bad.
Wow.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, I haven't finished.
Don't.
Do though. You got to finish these.
Well, and then I heard like the last season was not great.
It's fine enough
So does that
to finish.
is that a little
Right.
bit validating?
Yes,
you?
very much so. 'Cause then I can just kick the can down the road.
You're like, I wasn't gonna watch it anyway.
Right. Yeah, those are the two that pop in my head. There's more though. I just can't remember right now.
I think that you could probably solve this issue with therapy. Probably just sit down with your mom.
If only, if only you had access to a therapist on the cheap.
Yeah, she's the opposite. She'll just plow through a show too.
Would you
I should
ever
watch
go?
with her.
Would you ever go to your mom for therapy, or is that illegal?
I feel like that's got to be illegal. Not illegal, but
But like, is it like,
I-
like you can't see patients that are like relate or like immediate family? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I think maybe not officially, but like unofficially, you could.
Yeah.
Probably.
Would you ever? Other than just like, hey, mom, having a bad day. Other
Like you
than
actually
that,
sit
Yeah.
down for a
and
session.
she's taking notes.
yeah, and I lay in that chair. No, I'm not. I would never do it.
Yeah.
No,
Kind of weird.
I would
Yeah.
never go to Jared's mom just because I know Jerrod. So there's no way
Yeah.
he would.
She's gonna tell me everything. Tell
Yeah.
Jerrod everything.
Yeah, if I was to go to therapy, I would definitely rather go to someone that has no idea
Mhm.
who I am and I don't know them.
Yeah, blank slate. I
Mhm.
think that's the best way to do it. Because if they know your family or whatever, that'd be tough. Because like, I don't think there's many like small town therapists.
Yeah,
They
the
know it.
Yeah,
bartenders.
I never even thought about it. Yeah, it's just the bartenders, Jared.
That's true. Yeah, never thought of it that way.
Yeah. Well, Jared, should we take a break?
Let's do it.
Tyler,
Miles.
I think it's about time you start sucking up to me.
That's all I do.
Actually, no. It's time that I start sucking up to you
Oh.
and try and actually make you my friend. Because right
Oh.
now at the old holiday gas stations, I got to find a friend deal.
Mm-hmm. Car Wash Club. Refer a friend and save. Referred friends save $10 on your first month. Referring members earn $10 off your unlimited Car Wash Club membership for every referral.
Okay.
Damn.
So,
So you
it's a
just-
two-way street here.
Just start
You
referring.
better sucking up to me because you're going to get $10 off. I got to start sucking up to you because I get $10 off. I think in the biz, they call this a win-win.
So I think this is how you should do it, Miles. You refer 3 friends, and then you have those 3 friends
Oh,
refer
yes.
3 more.
Oh.
And basically, then Holiday will be paying me to get my car washed.
Yes.
At that point.
hmm
Exactly.
I'm sure there's some fine print that says that there's a limit or
Yeah.
you just basically get free ones.
Mhm.
But, free car washes if I refer enough friends, baby.
Mhm.
Is there a limit on there?
Doesn't say.
So no.
I wonder. This is scheming. I won't do this. But if I gave out my refer a friend code here
Yeah.
on the podcast, and all hundreds of thousands of listeners that listen to this
Mhm.
every single month were to get referred, they all get $10. How much money do I get?
At the point where you cover the costs of the yearly fee for the car wash club, they gotta pay you, right?
I mean, yeah, you said $10.
Because they're still making money off of it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do this,
No.
but if I was a deviant,
Be a lot of clean cars out
If
there.
you were
Yeah.
Dylan,
if I was a Dylan, I'd definitely take advantage of that. But I won't. But you guys should find friends that have it, and you guys can do a little referral
Mhm.
within it. So, guys, don't pass gas. Turn on into holiday gas stations and car washes
Mhm.
and refer a friend.
don't pass washes.
All right, Jared, you got some patron questions for us today.
I do. Transgender asks, what is the best song to play sitting around the fire?
Best song to play sitting around the fire.
Ring of Fire?
Is it Sitting Outside the Fire by Garth Brooks?
That's a good one.
I feel like a lot of people would go towards Fishing in the Dark.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I'm going to go there. I think I'm going to go,
Drunk I am.
well, yeah, drunk I am. Second choice. He played at the Grammys last night.
Oh,
Billy Joel. We didn't start the fire.
ah,
That's a good
that's
one.
that is a great one.
Everybody just go. JFK, blown away. What else do I have? We didn't,
Mhm.
no one knows the words to
No.
that song. I probably told you guys this before on here, but I tried to learn the lyrics to We Didn't Start the Fire. It's a disaster.
How far did you get? 1 verse, 2 verses?
I could not spit you any verses right now. That's how good it went. Now, if I had the song playing, I might know more, but it's a mouthful.
Yeah. I mean, American Pie. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. That's a great fire song.
That is a good one.
Ring of Fire, Johnny Cash.
Yep. Only if you have a true
You guys
ring, though.
we're all very attached to the word fire
Yep.
at this point. Yeah.
Little on the nose.
You guys are getting a little peek under the hood of how our brains work.
What is the one somebody called 911? Shorty lit a fire on the dance floor.
I don't know if that's the words.
I think it is. So I'm going to go with that
Fireball
one.
by Pitbull.
Yeah.
That's another good. Or maybe Turn the Tables and do Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah.
A little hot and cold.
Getting hot in here.
So hot.
There's another one I was gonna say. I can't remember.
Kendrick
Lamar.
You guys know me. I hate these questions. I hate name a song questions. Can we ban those?
No song questions.
No
Now-
song.
No, maybe you want more of them, then people won't do it.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
you banning song questions just encourage song questions to the max.
Yeah, you're right. But it's just like, who wants to listen to us sit around and just name song titles?
That's a good one.
Yeah, this person, whoever asked.
Yeah, Trey.
Sorry, buddy.
Floppy disk. What do you do when you can't fall back to sleep?
Well, that rarely happens to me. And last night in the middle of the night at like 3:00 in the morning, like woke me up and said she didn't feel good. And then apparently she said I just instantly fell back asleep. Because what am I gonna do?
Hold her hair.
Grab
Not like
thumbs.
even it was just like, yeah, it just felt crappy. And I was just kind of like, I don't think that this warranted a wake-up call.
Good to know.
And then I asked her in the morning, I'm like, because I remembered her waking me up, but then I fell right back asleep. And she was like, yeah, I don't know, I just was whatever.
You got to hit her with the damn, dude. That sucks. And you just
Yeah,
roll
that's
over.
crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Well, let me know if it gets worse. Maybe is what I should have said. I don't know. Once I'm asleep, I don't have a hard time staying asleep. It's mostly before that.
It all depends on what wakes me up. Like if I get jolted awake, I'm up. But if it's like a gradual, like bad dream, you kind of just wake up groggy, I'll fall right back asleep. But like if I share a wall, my bedroom does, with the neighbor in the duplex. So if they like,
That's brag.
they work night shift. So when they come home, they're loud as fuck. So sometimes they'll like bang on the wall or something and I'll jolt awake and then I'm not going back to sleep. So then I just watch TV or something.
Yeah, like because we got construction going on next door. If they're banging next door, I'll wake up and then I'll just fall right back asleep.
Yeah. Tyler, did you ever like slam on the wall if they're being too loud?
No, I don't want to interact with them in any way.
Fair.
Nice, Tyler. Not even through a wall.
Nope.
Can't see it.
I'm a ghost.
What about you, Jerrod?
I usually take like a little bite of like melatonin gummy. That usually helps.
What if it's like 4 a.m. and you got to get up in 2 hours?
Then I'll probably rough it. But if it's like,
There's just no way a third of a dose of melatonin's doing anything, Jerrod.
well, if I take a full one, I get super tired.
No, I know, but there's just I think that's a placebo on your end.
Hey, either way.
Yeah, if it works, it works.
I'm gonna have your girl switch out your melatonin gummies with just regular gummy bears and see if you still get really sleepy.
I'm going to have her switch them out.
I'm
with some
skeptical of the whole melatonin thing.
It works.
a full dose will for sure make you tired.
I don't know. I'm skeptical. I didn't say that it doesn't exist. I said I'm skeptical.
Yeah, I don't like it because I get nightmares every time I take melatonin. It's every single time.
That's a good. We should do melatonin roulette on the podcast.
Jerrod, you will fall asleep.
Well, he'll fall regardless if he gets it or
True.
not because he'll think that he
Yeah.
ate it.
I think I
I'm
got it.
skeptical.
Have you ever done it, like melatonin?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I don't. And then it's like,
Take it in the middle of the day so you know for sure if it's working or not.
yeah.
If you're bored on a Saturday, just take one.
Like you want a Saturday nice afternoon nap.
But then it's also like I get into like, well, if you take one every night, Jerrod, the reason why you can't fall asleep when you don't take it is because your body's depending on you taking it. There's this whole.
No, I don't take it every night.
I'm just saying though, I think that people
Sure.
do that a lot.
Yeah.
It's a crutch. It's kind of like when people sleep with a fan.
I also wonder how good your sleep is.
Mine's terrible.
But
I
like,
wake up in cold sweat nightmares every time I take it.
it's like, if I take NyQuil,
Mm-hmm.
I'll fall asleep hard and I'll wake up really groggy. But then I also wonder if it's a chemically induced sleep that I was in. Is it even that good a sleep?
Yeah.
And you only take NyQuil when you're sick, right?
Yeah.
I hope. I only take it when I'm sick and when I have a 7-Up I'm trying to burn. Just mix them.
Go with Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really takes the edge off of my tequila Sprite.
I weirdly kind of like the taste of NyQuil.
That is weird.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's weird.
NyQuil is better than Dayquil. Dayquil is fucking ass.
See, I only have the pills.
Mm.
I'm a pill guy.
Yeah.
It's just cleaner.
Just pop. I gotta pop a D-Quil.
I like to skittle once in a while. Just throw NyQuil, Dayquil, ibuprofen,
Taste the rainbow, baby.
Mucinex D. Just mix them all up and then just
Robitussin.
do a handful.
Some old cough syrup in the.
Hey, you got to do that with the liquids. You just do a little shot of it all.
Jungle juice.
Yeah. throw some strawberries and shit in there for fun.
Mm-hmm. Now we're talking.
Yeah. So if you're ever bored on a Saturday, just do that.
Yeah.
Cough medicine sangria.
Kills time.
People do that.
Yeah. Let's see. Dustin Makakoff asks, at what age is it appropriate to start wearing tighty whities again?
Never.
I think it's gone. I
Yeah.
think it's done. When the boomers die, then they just won't produce them anymore because who's buying them?
They're weirdly attached to whitey tighties.
Yeah, they are.
But I'm also weirdly attached to the underwear that I wear too.
Yeah, so maybe whitey tighties come back and then we're weird for wearing boxer briefs.
Yeah, once all the boomers start dying, the underwear companies are going to realize no one's buying them again, and then they're going to have to like do a marketing campaign for the young kids to start wearing them again.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I would wear whitey tighties as a kid.
Oh yeah,
your kids have whitey tighties. So at what point is there that transition piece?
I mean, my 4-year-old's already switching over to boxer briefs.
Really?
Yeah, he got one round of whitey tighties in a package, and the second he outgrew those, it was to briefs. So
I went through a boxer phase as well.
I'm not a boxer guy in any way.
No, I'm not now, but like in high school, it was very popular to have boxers. And I just remember, why are we doing this? Because they would ride up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
And then they're sticking out of the back of your pants.
And then like so often you would just have to stand up and pull them down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I got to college and realized that people weren't even doing any underwear. They were just under their jeans. They were just wearing a pair of shorts. I knew kids that were doing that.
Like gym shorts?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like underneath.
Under jeans?
Yeah.
I would maybe do that. I would do underwear, gym shorts, and then sweatpants. But that would only be like with the intention I'm going to shed the pants and go to the gym or something.
No, there's a pocket of people that wear gym shorts underneath jeans. Which
nuts.
Blew me away.
I had one of my roommates in my first college house. He exclusively wore compression shorts at all times. Jeans, shorts, sweatpants, only compression shorts, which I also think is crazy.
Well, I agree, but it's just a little bit tighter than boxer briefs.
Yeah, they don't breathe either. So homeboy is probably cooking up a mess.
Hey, moisture wicking though.
Yeah, in the summertime it might get messy.
Yeah. He listens to the pod too, so you know who you are.
Oh.
You still wear them, you think?
Probably. He's one of those guys where if you tell him something's weird, he'll do it harder.
Yeah.
It's completely normal.
So we started making fun of him. He wore 2 pairs of compression shorts instead of 1.
Really?
No. The old double down.
You sounded very convincing.
Let's do this. I like this one. Courtesy Flush asks, What are some things that you refuse to buy the generic brand of?
I feel like we've done this.
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
I remember specifically saying toilet paper.
Oh,
I always buy name brand toilet paper. Maybe we did this on Bellied Up.
maybe.
I can't remember.
I always go the top notch toilet paper. I don't skimp on that. If you're skimping on toilet paper, you got to reevaluate your life.
Mm-hmm.
God, I mean, I don't know. It's got to be a food. Like, I'm a big ramen noodle guy still. I won't get anything but the Maruchan or whatever,
Yeah.
however you say it. That's the only ramen I will ever get my whole life.
I also am not a big, now that, if I was in college and whatever, but even probably then, I still buy name brand cereal.
Yeah. I like the bags though. I grew up.
I mean, I would eat them, but if I'm actually going to the store buying it, I ain't buying the Great Value brands.
So I grew up thinking that Great Value was the real brand and the name brands were the knockoffs. I'm like, what the fuck are Fruit Loops? This is just a cheap copy of Tasty-O's or whatever the hell.
But then
they
when
were.
you had Fruit Loops, were you like, oh my God, this is way better?
Yeah, I mean, I think I was just like, this is the same damn thing. I was just more upset that people were getting cereal in boxes because I thought it came exclusively in bags.
Throw it over your shoulder.
Yep.
These tricks are playing tricks on me.
Yeah, Fruity Dino Bites are way better than Fruity Pebbles.
Dude, I forgot about Fruity Pebbles are.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They're so good.
Things that are better than sex. Fruity Pebbles. I have a fun fact. Did you know that Oreos are like the off-brand?
Yeah, you told me this,
To
Jerrod.
what?
Hydrox.
Pull up Hydrox. I'm learning something new. This is a fun fact, Jerrod.
Mhm.
I'm having a great time.
I know you
It's
don't
so
like
fun.
They're
You
the
hate
same
fun
thing,
facts.
but like if you look at a cookie and one's called Hydrox and the other one is Oreo, what are you going to get?
Mhm. So this is like the original brand, Hydrox.
So where are they originated in America? America's original.
Sandwich cookie.
Probably made in the U.S.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
Such a bad name too.
It's a
Hydrox.
terrible name. It sounds like a chemical, like a cleaning solution.
What does Oreo mean?
I don't know, but it sounds more like a cookie than Hydrox.
Or is it just because we're used to Oreo? Because Oreo doesn't scream cookie either.
Yeah, but it does sound better than Hydrox.
But if that was the main brand that everyone bought, you would say that Oreo doesn't sound like a cookie, I think.
If Hydrox didn't sound like hydroxide and stuff like
Hydrogen peroxide
Yeah.
kind of sounds like a mixture of those.
Should be Hydros.
that, Hydroxyclean.
I might try some Hydrox, see if it's better or not.
It does sound like you're doing drugs.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially Hydros.
yeah,
Yeah, get a case.
yeah. That's what Hydroxycut is, a weight supplement. Hydroxycut.
Yeah.
And I don't think
Yeah.
these cookies will make you lose weight.
No,
Just going on a limb.
So you should get a package of it. I'll try it.
Yeah.
I'll try anything once. Even if it's this drug you're talking about called Hydrox.
Drug is sugar.
How'd you find out that fun fact? Uber facts on Twitter?
No, I don't remember actually.
Remember that account?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember where I just thought of it now.
Probably TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of a sweet fun fact.
That was fun.
Hey,
I had so much fun.
are we bringing back fascinating facts right now?
No, because Miles doesn't like fascinating facts.
I will tell you guys, you did repackage fascinating facts
We did it, Jerrod.
to make me like it. So little rebrand, right?
Yeah.
Fascinating facts is Hydrox,
Mhm.
and then fun facts is Oreo.
Yeah.
I'm buying Oreos. You guys got me a hand up,
Okay. I'll do one fun fact a week, maybe.
right? Because it's a great rebrand. Because I wasn't like, wow, that was fascinating, but I did have fun with the fun facts.
Yeah. And I think eventually you'll get tired of it. Then we'll call it like mildly fun facts.
Yeah,
And then you'll
just
it more.
like
Eventually, it'll
interesting facts.
it, the,
It
it'll,
is interesting.
it'll devolve into, all right, we're gonna do facts today.
I can't argue with that. It is
Yeah.
a fact.
Yeah. It'll be like Yeah, Kawhi Leonard was born. in
What
California.
was fascinating facts again? Who was it? Jerrod's
Yeah.
or was it Ryan's?
Jerrod's.
That was mine.
And they were all just so underwhelming.
No, they were good.
I remember I did like a Thanksgiving one, and you're like, if this one isn't good, we're never doing it again. And it was like something like turkeys can hiccup, and you're like, we're done. We're not doing it again. It was something
Right,
like that.
I stand by my former self.
There is a couple good ones though, if I remember right.
Yeah, but were they fascinating though?
Yeah.
They probably were. Giant Deck asks, how would you go about hiring new employees for a concrete company when you have no idea where to start?
Can I guess here? I think I know what you're gonna say. If they have a pulse, you just give them the job.
Yeah, so you can hire anyone in the concrete business if you figure out your systems and make it really easy to train them in.
Okay.
So that's the problem that my dad runs into is his training manual doesn't exist.
It's
And
not
so
bad.
the turnover is a lot higher. But if you actually had a good way to train people, then you could keep them longer. You can kind of hire anyone because there's a lot of grunt work that needs to be involved with doing concrete. So I would start there. But then after that, it's the hiring. This is just a hiring question in general. If you hire someone with a ton of experience, then they come in, then they're going to resist the way that you do things, and they're going to think that their way is better, and so all that. If you bring a totally new one in that's never done concrete work, there's a lot more training. So I think the sweet spot is someone who's done a little bit of concrete work, who doesn't start from zero
Mhm.
and not get the expert.
Maybe like got a college summer under their belt.
Yeah. Maybe a couple of summers and baseline, and then they're easy to train, and then they use how you do it. If you hire an expert, sometimes they try and change everything and resist what you're telling them what to do.
Yeah, I also think maybe another good thing to look for is Civil War enthusiasts.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyone with a cannonball collection would be
Oh, I
good.
see.
yeah, in that vein, if they're smoking cigarettes, awesome. If they're chewing tobacco, great.
Mm-hmm.
If they have a crippling alcohol addiction, great.
How
If they
many,
kind of have a weird, sketchy personal life that you don't even want to ask questions about, great.
how is there a minimum of divorces required?
Preferred at least one divorce,
Okay.
right?
Mm.
One divorce experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'd have 1 year of divorce experience at least
Okay. Okay.
if you're going to be hired by a concrete contractor.
There's going to need to be probably a minimum monthly child support payment required as well.
Yeah,
It helps.
if at least 30% of their paycheck isn't going to child support, probably not the right person.
Okay. Yep.
Because if you get someone who doesn't have a divorce, that doesn't have a child support payment, then they might not show up.
Yeah.
They don't need the money.
Nope.
Right? But if you can lock someone in who's got child support, they're going to have to come to work because otherwise they're going to have zero money.
Yep.
Are you divorced? Yeah. Do you have a child?
Are you a divorced dad looking for work? Are you up to your eyeballs in child support payments? Well, we have a job for you.
Head on down to Corey's Concrete.
Are you emotionally unstable?
Do you like working outside?
Do you talk to the voices in your head more than the voices around you?
Yeah, God, my dad hired some crazy people.
I
Like-
bet.
Like in terms of like your safety at work, Dave and Flops you never got those guys. They're weird, but whatever. But there was some sketchy guys that came through that, you're like, hey, Dad, you should probably, after they're gone, you should probably switch the code on the door to the shop. Never did, but you probably should. There's a lot of those guys coming through.
Naturally.
Not saying that if you got a criminal background that you can't change, but once you meet those guys and you work with them, you realize they haven't changed. Then that's where the issue is.
Yeah.
I'm all for, felons and stuff getting back into society and getting jobs. But if you haven't changed, that's tough.
Yeah.
Very.
You okay?
Getting choked up.
Wrong tube.
Yeah. I don't really believe in second chance. No, I'm just kidding. Guy that doesn't believe in second
Yeah, if you own a concrete company and you don't believe in second chances, you are fucked.
That'd be a good name for a concrete company, Second Chance Concrete.
And then they just go and repair shitty concrete jobs.
Yeah, it's like, that's one thing you can say about my dad is he does not hold a grudge. The amount of times every person that has worked for him should have been fired 10 times over and wasn't because he needs the bodies.
You included?
Yeah. I mean, like, I remember, yeah. Yep. So you're going to have to be pretty cool with second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, and beyond chances.
Yeah. It's like a cat's 9 lives, 9 chances.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the You Betcha Radio podcast. If you want to get an extra episode, just sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/YouBetchaRadio. You can also submit your questions there. And may your concrete workers have second, third, and fourth chances. And your t-shirts may never get thrown away. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.